record in this year. 52 innings pitched, 50 strikeouts, 25 walks, and 44 hits. Against the River Dragons this year, he's 2-0, 13 innings pitched, no earned runs allowed. 5 hits, 11 strikeouts. He has been dominant against Alton this year.
The lefty delivers to Nick Neibauer and a fastball strike. Home plate umpire Clifton Glidewell. And on the bases, Gabe Vargas. Nick Neibauer, back-to-back 2-hit nights for the River Dragons as he breaks his bat, a little float over the mound. Charging is the shortstop, Diego Johnson. He cannot pick it, though, with the bare hand. And you can't predict baseball, Susan. Zach Carden on Tuesday smokes a ball in the right field. It gets caught. Could have won the game. Nick Neibauer breaks his bat, a little floater over the mound, but it lands in the right spot. So Nick Neibauer ahead, and he continues to get on base in that leadoff slot. Here comes Dylan Burris, who had prior commitments and was unable to make the road trip the last 2 days. He's back in the lineup today. Had a great batting practice, I was told. I was here, but I didn't watch his batting practice. He shows bunt in the pitches outside from Borders. Strong breeze out towards right field. If you see that large flag atop the skyscraper-esque pole in dead center field billowing, that means it's very gusty. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Shows bunt all the way to the backstop. It's high. It bounces back to the catcher. He fires down the second, but it's late and it goes in the center field. But backed up by the center fielder, Washington. Neibauer takes second on the wild pitch. Boy, good job by Spears. That ball ricocheted back to him off of the taut mesh, kind of like the old arena football where you played the ball off the netting. And he fired down the second and nearly had a chance to get Neibauer. Well, now Neibauer at second. The count 2-0 on Burris. Here's the pitch. He shows bunt, push bunt up the third base line. Third baseman charges, gloves, transfers, throws the first, and gets out Dylan Burris by a step. But give Burris a sacrifice. Neibauer takes third, and here comes Brady Mutz. Why don't we get Kate defensively, by the way?
Taking a look at the Catfish in the field tonight, starting with the outfield. In left, Giovanni Del Negro. In center, Curtis Washington. And in right, Andrew Stone. On the infield at third base, Grayson Taylor. Shortstop, Diego Johnson. Second base, Colton Porman. First base, Zach Beekman. And then as a part of the battery behind the plate, Mason Spears. And on the mound, Jalen Borders.
Brady Mutz up, and the pitch is high. Brady Mutz is on a 5-game hitting streak. He recently had a 7-game hitting streak. All he does is get on base and get hits. Had a pair of doubles in yesterday's game at Danville. Here's Borders' 1-0 pitch. Popped up into left. They may try to tag this. It's shallow. Coming on the left fielder. Makes the catch, and Neibauer will not tag. Throw comes in, and it was a good one. He would have been dead to rights. So Brady Mutz, with 1 out and a runner at third, and the infield playing back, could not drive in the run. Now you've got 2 outs. Nick Neibauer at third, and it'll be up to Josh Johnson. So both teams getting the leadoff guy to second base with nobody out in the first. Kate did not score. River Dragons in danger of not scoring. Josh Johnson will be up to bat. Johnson in yesterday's game went 2 for 5. He's had a great second half to the season. He's batting .290 against Kate this year. 0-0 bottom of the first. And Borders is offering to Johnson. Fouled off the facing of the grandstand. 4 strike 1.
And in a game like this, you really don't want to leave any batters on the base. We know that the River Dragons were 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position against Danville last night. Against the Catfish a couple of nights ago, back in the first inning, they were able to score 2 runs but left the bases loaded. They ended up losing that game in extra innings. Missed opportunities have been hurting the River Dragons as of late. And at this point, as we've mentioned, it's do or die, so you have to find ways to bring in those runs.
Josh Johnson takes a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. 2 outs, Neibauer over at third. The count 0-2. Borders the lefty, ready at the belt. The 0-2, low and away, skips away from the catcher Spears. All the way to the backstop. Nick Neibauer will score on the wild pitch, and the River Dragons are gifted the 1-0 lead. Well, that works as well. So Jalen Borders, a pair of wild pitches here in the first inning. Borders came into today's game having thrown 10 wild pitches on the season. Well, now he's up to a high 12. Here's an 0-2 delivery to Josh Johnson. Low and inside, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Josh Johnson. River Dragons have now taken the 1-0 lead thanks to a leadoff infield single and a pair of walks. A pair of wild pitches, I should say. Johnson, a ground ball to third. Scooped up by the third baseman, Taylor. He'll throw out Josh Johnson at first. And the inning is